Blake Lively did not even read the book that the movie was based on.
Correct.
And we're not talking War and Peace. And then she wanted to, ixnayed all of the wardrobe choices.
Everyone believes they possess a certain understanding of Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. We perceive them as the quintessential celebrity power couple, dazzlingly attractive, effortlessly witty, and radiating an almost unnerving aura of domestic bliss. Their carefully curated social media presence, peppered with playful banter and seemingly candid glimpses into their idyllic family life, paints a picture of effortless perfection. Yet, beneath the surface of perfectly posed Instagram photos, the shimmering allure of red carpet glamour, and the lighthearted jokes they lob at one another with practiced ease, lies a fiercely protective instinct, particularly when it comes to safeguarding their children and defending their family unit. It's this unwavering devotion, this deeply ingrained sense of familial loyalty that unexpectedly surfaced during a recent highly publicized encounter with a member of the press. An interaction that not only left the reporter visibly flustered and at a loss for words, but also ignited a fiery debate across the internet, raising fundamental questions about the boundaries of journalistic inquiry and the relentless scrutiny faced by celebrities in the digital age. The media was soon to discover that even a celebrity marriage is not for public conversation.
Dear Judge Lyman, as counsel for Wayfair Studios LLC, Justin Baldoni, Jamie Heath, Steve Sarowitz, It Ends With Us Movie LLC, Melissa Nathan, the Agency Group PR LLC, and Jennifer Abel, collectively the Wayfarer parties, we write to advise the court of an issue that the Wayfarer parties wish to address at the upcoming conference on Monday, February 3rd, 2025.
Blake and Ryan have meticulously cultivated a public persona that positions them as the epitome of cool, relatable, and aspirational parents. They exude an air of relaxed confidence, demonstrating a playful, self-deprecating sense of humor that endears them to fans and critics alike. They've generously offered glimpses into their approach to parenting, underscoring the importance of laughter, emphasizing the value of creating a relatively normal life for their children despite the inherent surrealness of existing within the celebrity bubble, and steadfastly working to ensure that their kids remain grounded, appreciative, and aware of the privileges they enjoy. Think charming snapshots from farmers markets, heartwarming videos of family bike rides through picturesque neighborhoods, and the occasional delightfully unexpected photobomb that sends the internet into a collective frenzy. However, this meticulously constructed image, this carefully crafted tableau of domestic harmony, was about to be subtly undermined, and hairline cracks began to appear in the seemingly impenetrable facade, hinting at underlying tensions and unspoken complexities. Everything that viewers thought they knew about the couple was about to be questioned.
Was what Blake says, a conversation that she heard had taken place with Steve Sarowitz. Steve Sarowitz is the head of Wayfair Studios. He is the co-founder of Wayfair Studios along with Justin. And she says in this lawsuit that, is it interesting? She says, this is what I heard, he said, but it's presented as a quote in the lawsuit. She says that Steve said, I will protect the studio like Israel protected itself from Hamas.
The catalyst for this unfolding drama was, on the surface, a seemingly innocuous question posed during a promotional event designed to showcase Blake's latest creative endeavor, a question that, at first glance, appeared entirely benign and devoid of any malicious intent. A reporter, perhaps emboldened by the couple's well-established reputation for good-natured humor and their willingness to engage in playful interactions with the press, ventured into what would soon prove to be exceedingly treacherous territory. They directly, and with a noticeable lack of hesitation, inquired whether Blake was truly satisfied with Ryan's approach to parenting, pressing her on whether she felt he was adequately fulfilling his responsibilities as a father. It wasn't a direct challenge to what specific actions he was taking, but rather a subtle, insidious implication that Ryan maybe wasn't as actively involved, as genuinely engaged, or as consistently supportive as his carefully curated public image would suggest. This was the moment the Pandora's box began to creak open, releasing a swarm of speculation, conjecture, and heated debate. The reporter's true agenda, carefully concealed beneath a veneer of polite inquiry, seemed to be to make headlines.
Asking for the gag order and explaining how he's talking too much. He's threatening to post stuff on public sites. So what I think is, this looks good for Baldoni, right? He's like, we want to make it all public. And sometimes lawyers can do this knowing that they can't actually do what they say they're going to do,
In the moments immediately following the question, Blake's response was initially difficult to decipher, a carefully masked blend of amusement and calculation. A subtle, enigmatic smile flickered across her lips as she meticulously considered the reporter's query, weighing the potential ramifications of her response. You could almost hear the whirring of mental gears as she rapidly assessed the situation, evaluating her options with the precision of a seasoned diplomat navigating a delicate international crisis. Was she going to deftly sidestep the issue with a perfectly timed joke, the kind of witty rejoinder that she and Ryan have so expertly weaponized over the years? Would she simply dismiss the question with a polite, non-committal answer, effectively shutting down the line of inquiry without causing any unnecessary drama? Or would she choose to confront the underlying insinuation head-on, challenging the implicit criticism and defending her husband's honor with unwavering resolve? The tension in the air was thick enough to cut with a knife, palpable even through the filtered lens of social media. Viewers could sense the question made the actress uncomfortable.
He claims she tried to take over his movie because she has a history of saying, okay, I'll be the star, but what I secretly want to do is direct it and edit it and produce it. I want all the roles for me and only me. I want full control because I am a controlling bully. That Justin Baldoni, ultimately, by the time they got to the premiere, was mandated by Blake Lively to spend the night in the basement away from his co-stars and didn't even get to see the final cut of his own movie because Blake Lively insisted that she be the one to approve it.
What transpired next took everyone present, both in the room and those watching online, completely by surprise, defying expectations and shattering the carefully constructed illusion of effortless celebrity composure. The subtle smile slowly, almost imperceptibly, began to dissipate from Blake's face, replaced by an expression of unwavering calm, steely resolve, and an unmistakable air of quiet authority. She didn't raise her voice, she didn't resort to histrionics or theatrical displays of anger, but her words, when they finally came, were delivered with the laser-like precision of a skilled surgeon, cutting through the layers of insinuation and leaving no room for misinterpretation. She politely yet unequivocally reminded the reporter that Ryan is an incredibly dedicated, profoundly loving, and consistently present father, emphasizing the depth of his commitment to their children's well-being and fiercely defending his parenting abilities. She was quoted saying there's absolutely no question or doubt in her mind about his unwavering devotion to their children's happiness, his active involvement in their lives, and his unwavering support for her own professional endeavors. She made it abundantly clear that Ryan is, in her eyes, the best possible father their children could ask for, effectively silencing any further debate on the matter. With remarkable grace and effortless poise, she then skillfully steered the conversation back to the event's primary focus, seamlessly transitioning away from the potentially volatile topic and leaving the reporter visibly stunned, the audience audibly buzzing, and the internet collectively gasping. It was a veritable masterclass in the art of subtle but undeniably effective communication, a clear demonstration of the power of controlled emotion and carefully chosen words.
He and 9 other plaintiffs, including his publicists, have brought a $250 million lawsuit against the New York Times, essentially alleging them of libel and false light invasion of privacy. So Justin Baldoni's lawyer, Brian Friedman, he told BBC's partner CBS that the newspaper aided and abetted a smear campaign designed to revitalise Lively's floundering image.
Predictably, the exchange rapidly spiraled into a full-blown media firestorm, spreading across social media platforms with the speed and ferocity of a raging wildfire and dominating news cycles for what felt like an eternity. The internet was soon ablaze with opinions, analyses, and hastily constructed memes, transforming the incident into a global talking point. Some individuals, primarily parents themselves, wholeheartedly applauded Blake for her unwavering defense of her husband and her fierce protection of their family unit from what they perceived as an unwarranted and deeply intrusive attack. Others, however, adopted a more critical stance, accusing her of being overly sensitive, suggesting that her reaction was disproportionate to the initial question, and even speculating that her defensiveness hinted at deeper, more troubling issues simmering beneath the surface of their seemingly perfect marriage. Social media became a digital battleground, with users dissecting every subtle nuance of the video footage, analyzing every fleeting facial expression, and dissecting every carefully chosen word with the fervor of seasoned detectives piecing together a complex criminal case. Some argued vehemently that the reporter had overstepped their bounds, transgressing a sacred line that should never be crossed, while others contended that celebrities, particularly those who actively cultivate a public image of openness and accessibility, should expect such personal, probing questions as an inevitable consequence of their chosen profession. The debate raged on, fueled by speculation, conjecture, clickbait headlines, and the seemingly insatiable public appetite for celebrity drama. It was as though the virtual world had been cleaved in two, with each side passionately defending their respective position and stubbornly refusing to cede ground.
In a new amended complaint in the ongoing legal battle, Lively's legal team saying the experiences of Ms. Lively and others were documented at the time they occurred starting in May of 2023. Going on to write, Mr. Baldoni acknowledged the complaints in writing at the time.
That she became uncomfortable with Justin Baldoni yesterday while she was filming. She states that Mr. Baldoni put his bare hands on her backside and said that he was trying to help her with her posture. Complainant immediately voiced her displeasure with being touched on an intimate part of her body, and Mr. Baldoni responded with, "It's fine, I'm totally hot for my wife," in a dismissive tone.
Perhaps even more captivating, more enigmatic, and more intensely scrutinized than Blake's initial response was Ryan Reynolds' conspicuous and unwavering silence in the immediate aftermath of the highly publicized incident. He refrained from issuing any form of public statement. He deliberately avoided addressing the controversy on any of his notoriously active and often irreverent social media channels, and he declined to offer any kind of supporting comment either directly or indirectly. This carefully calculated silence, while potentially strategic in its intent, became a Rorschach test for public opinion, inviting countless interpretations and spawning a multitude of theories. Perhaps he possessed an unshakable trust in Blake's ability to navigate the situation, fully confident in her capacity to defend herself and their shared family values with grace and unwavering conviction. Maybe he deliberately chose to avoid adding fuel to the already raging fire, recognizing that any response from him, regardless of its tone or content, would only serve to amplify the controversy and prolong the media frenzy. Or perhaps, as some more cynical observers speculated, his silence was a meticulously planned tactical maneuver designed to allow Blake's words to resonate more powerfully, unencumbered by any further commentary or potential distractions. Whatever the underlying motivation, his silence became almost deafening, adding yet another layer of intrigue and complexity to the already multifaceted narrative, leaving many to wonder about the true dynamics at play within their seemingly idyllic relationship.
And that's part of the point that Justin's team is making in kind of complying with what they're viewing as threats made on her behalf against Justin is like, well, there's this financial consequence to everything in addition to the strike consequences too, right? So they filmed May to June, then shut down for the strike, and then they were down until January. But I think that the strike lifted in November, but then she had all these return to work provisions.
While this singular incident, however sensationalized, briefly captured the global spotlight and ignited a passionate debate, it's critically important to remember that Blake and Ryan have consistently, demonstrably, and over a sustained period of time articulated and embodied certain core values that underpin their entire approach to parenting. They prioritize the creation of meaningful, uninterrupted quality time with their children, consciously shielding them from the relentless intrusion of the public eye as much as realistically possible, and diligently fostering an environment of normalcy, stability, and unwavering support within the unique context of their extraordinarily privileged lives. They've spoken candidly and openly about the inherent challenges of juggling demanding and time-consuming careers with the everyday responsibilities of parenthood, offering insights into their strategies for maintaining a healthy work-life balance and demonstrating a steadfast commitment to creating a loving, nurturing, and emotionally secure environment for their growing family. It's not always easy, particularly under the intense pressure of constant media scrutiny, but they appear to be genuinely dedicated to making it work, prioritizing their children's well-being above all else.
Justin says that Blake was determined to make him the real-life villain in her story because she wasn't doing well on the promo tour for the movie. It was very tone-deaf. Her hair care line wasn't doing well. She was trying to sell booze while talking about domestic violence. Justin says the war between himself and Blake really started in May 2023 when they started shooting the movie. He claims that she was organizing a takeover strategy.
It's an unfortunate but unavoidable reality that no celebrity couple, regardless of their perceived level of perfection, their carefully cultivated public image, or the genuine affection they inspire, remains completely shielded from the persistent barrage of rumors, unsubstantiated allegations, and tabloid gossip that permeates the entertainment industry. Over the course of their relationship, Blake and Ryan have been subjected to their fair share of unfounded speculation, ranging from whispers of marital discord and accusations of infidelity to conjectures about their individual professional ambitions and thinly veiled suggestions that their public personas are nothing more than carefully constructed facades designed to mask deeper, more troubling realities. However, throughout all the swirling rumors and relentless scrutiny, Blake and Ryan have consistently presented a unified front, deflecting invasive questions with their signature blend of humor and wit, unwavering support for each other's creative endeavors, and a seemingly unshakable commitment to the sanctity of their marriage and the well-being of their family. They've learned to navigate the treacherous waters of celebrity culture with a remarkable degree of poise and resilience, carefully filtering out the negativity, focusing on the aspects of their lives that truly matter, and refusing to allow the constant noise and distractions to undermine their bond.
In Blake's first amended complaint, Blake changed what she alleges about what happened while filming the slow dance scene, now that the footage has been released for everyone to see. So what they're saying is, now that, Justin Baldoni shared the truth of what it looks like, they're no longer making the same claims. Previously, they said Miss Lively was filming a slow dance scene for a montage in which no sound was recorded. Of course, Justin proved there was sound. Mr. Baldoni chose to let the camera roll and have them perform the scene, but did not act in character as Ryle. Instead, he spoke to Miss Lively out of character as himself.
So did Blake Lively effectively shut down a reporter with a withering retort and a display of unwavering marital solidarity? Did she deliver a devastating verbal blow that silenced her critic and defended her husband's honor with unwavering conviction? The answer, like so many things in the realm of celebrity culture, is ultimately subjective, contingent upon your own biases, your willingness to believe in the curated image of celebrity perfection, and your interpretation of the available evidence. What remains undeniable, however, is that Blake Lively acted swiftly, decisively, and with unwavering conviction to defend her husband and their family against what she perceived as an unfair, inappropriate, and deeply personal intrusion. This incident, irrespective of how it's ultimately interpreted, serves as a potent reminder that even the most seemingly approachable, open, and good-natured celebrity couples possess boundaries, and those boundaries deserve to be respected, particularly when they concern the well-being and privacy of their children. The fundamental question that lingers, casting a long shadow over the entire affair, is this: how much access should the media be granted to the personal lives of celebrities, particularly when it delves into their most intimate and personal choices, such as how they choose to raise their children? And where precisely does the line lie between legitimate journalistic inquiry and intrusive, exploitative voyeurism? This incident has ignited a debate that will likely continue to reverberate throughout the entertainment industry and beyond. Long after the initial headlines have faded, the social media storm has subsided, and the world has moved on to the next fleeting moment of celebrity-driven drama. This event will likely linger in the minds of the public and change how they view their relationship.